Hey guys, it's September 27th, 2009. I was watching DateLine 2 days ago, and one of Michael's friends, who is a rabbi, Shmuley, was showing private recordings that he had with Michael a long time ago. And I have to say right now that I think that was the saddest thing I ever heard in my entire life. Hands down, that was the saddest thing I ever heard in my life. I really want you guys to watch this. The things that Michael was talking about were unbelievable. Many people want to call Michael Jackson fragile, or a weakling, or a drama queen, because he's sensitive and cries a lot and stuff like that. Well, you know what? If you knew what the reason was, then you would feel so bad for him. I honestly think he had the worst life in the world. And because of that, and the fact that he persisted so much with his career, makes me also believe I think Michael Jackson's the strongest man on the planet. I genuinely believe that he's the strongest person who ever lived. We're talking mentally, emotionally, and physically here. Physically, because he was so badly abused by his father, and he kept going. Having his father say, if you stop singing, I'll kill you. Or how his father would abuse him, like strip him down nude and oil him up and whip him with cords. That's horrible. The kind of pain he would feel. Emotionally, because did you know, by listening to these recordings, Michael said that he didn't want to be a performer. Michael said, you know why he became a performer? He said that since he felt so much, like, such little love from his father, and he wanted love so bad in his life, he said in these recordings that the fame he has, he wanted it. That he wanted to be the most famous man on the planet, because he wanted love from the world, because his father wouldn't give it to him. And what hurts me even more is the fact that he wanted love from the world, right? But did he get it? No. Instead, he got called a sicko and a wacko, weird, a freak, and a pedophile from wanting love. He wanted to relive his childhood, so he had a theme park and have kids around. Got called a sicko. Everything he wanted in his life, trying to get love back from his father he never had when he was a kid, or trying to get his childhood back. He was insulted for it. It's disgusting, and it hurts so much. Listen to Michael talk about it. Not me, but listen to Michael talk about this. It's actually, like, painful to hear him talk about this. I never knew his life was this bad. He has a life probably worse than people in third world countries. He spoke about how lonely he was, saying that he would have mannequins in his house because he felt so lonely. He wanted to feel like he had people around. Mannequins. He spoke about how if it wasn't for children, he would kill himself. He said he would kill himself if he couldn't have children around to save his life. He made a good point about something actually that I really liked, but of course it was sad to hear, but I kind of liked it. He mentioned how people call him a freak for his music. Like, people call him a freak, and yet he writes life-changing songs that keep the faith, man in the mirror, but he's called a freak for it. But yet, rappers can write music about sex and drugs, but that's okay. But when he writes music, it's not okay. When he writes music, it's a global problem. But when rappers write music about sex and drugs and alcohol, that's fine. He's called the freak, not them. He's called the weirdo, not them. Yeah, it's a good point, Michael. He spoke about his face and how he's always hated it. Even when he was 10, 20, 30, 40, even 50 years old, he always hated his face, apparently. He thought he looked like a lizard or something, he said. He mentioned how, sorry, I'm just reading something here. He was so deprived. Like, he was so deprived of love and everything, like his childhood. That's all he ever wanted back. Like, the whole thing is just so sad. There's a fan who uploaded the 6-part DateLine special. I really want you guys to watch it. Please. I'll put the link in my description. Please go and watch this. Please. After you watch the DateLine special, which I'll put in the description, you will never, ever think of Michael the same. You will suddenly feel the pain that he felt as being the loneliest and most deprived man who ever lived, and most definitely the strongest person who ever lived, by far. I'm so sorry you had to go through that, and the world was so cruel. please watch it. I'm begging everyone who's watching this video, please go watch the DateLine special. You don't understand how bad it is.